PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Why do you wear suits everywhere?
Good question.
Everywhere. The other day, I saw you at the club, you was wearing a suit. On the beach, you was wearing a suit. Every place you wear a suit.
Okay. Why do you wear that hair everywhere? It's the same reason that you said earlier. That's why I wear the suit. When you go to the club, you don't wear that hair.
I can change it up.
You go to the beach, but you don't change it up.
I do.
You do not change it up.
Different hairstyles.
Yeah, but it's still not your hair. The day you go out and you don't wear someone else's hair is the day I won't wear the suit. Did I say something fun?
And black women are the only women that wear wigs more than their real hair. Black women are the only woman that wears wigs way more. You will go somewhere where there's black women. 99% of the black women are wearing wigs. But they would sit there and say, switch it up, switch it up. It is rare to see a black woman with their real hair. In 2026, it's rare. You walk in a beauty supply store, they have a wig on. You walk into a Walmart, Target, anywhere, they have a wig on. It is rare to see a black woman with their natural hair, to why now when white people or anybody see a black woman with their natural hair, they're shocked. And they think, like, what's going on? Like, why are they wearing that? Because it's the beauty within the black woman. But the black women don't see it as an idolization. The only time that you guys call yourself a baddie, the only time that y'all feel confident is with a wig. Do you really think that you're beautiful? If the only time that you feel beautiful and confident and call yourself a baddie is when you have somebody else's hair on your head.
Yeah, that is wild. And she's right. I said a lot of people talk, I'm a baddie this, I'm a baddie that, but they got a face full of makeup. Look like they just got done with a photo shoot or walking off the page of a magazine. But black women are some of the most beautiful women out there. You know what I mean? From the skin to the hair to the way they talk, the way the shape. Yes. Man, ain't nothing like it. I can't touch her. So yes, we need to start wearing our hair natural again. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. We don't need we're back. It's like we got away from all this weave and wigs at one point when the bill passed the Crown Act. But now we done went right back to it, and now we done added on to it like eyelashes and all this caked on makeup. And I'm just being honest, man. My wife is natural, and I love that about her.
You want to know what happens when real snow bunnies and myself see shit like this? This is what happens. We laugh our ass off.
PushGapRadio.com, bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, we laughing at your ass too. I see a lot of shitty ass weaves out there, man. How the hell you know them? How the hell you chicks don't know them weaves look bad? How you don't know? Folk just laughing at you all up in Walmart. You go any and everywhere with that wig, like that dude said. When you quit going to the beach wearing that hair hat, I will take off the suit. The debate surrounding black women and the choice to wear weaves is deeply complex, touching on layers of personal expression, societal beauty standards, and historical trauma. To categorize the use of weaves simply as safe hate is to overlook the agency of black women and the multifaceted reasons behind their hair choices. For many, wearing a weave is not an act of rejection regarding their natural texture, but rather a functional or aesthetic preference that allows for versatility and the protection of their natural hair. Bullshit!
Okay, I have a question for you guys. And let me tell you what the question is. I was in the store and I was talking to this Caucasian lady. And she said, let me ask you a question. And she was like, please don't take it offense. I'm just curious. And she said, I've never asked a black person this question before, but I've always been curious. And I say, sure, you can ask me. I won't take offense. So she asked me, why do black women walk around wearing white women's hair? She said, my question is it the fact, and I don't know if it's a fact or not, but do they not like their own hair? Why do they choose to wear our hair as opposed to wearing their own hair? So I said to her, okay, can you elaborate? And she said, you see black women walking around with long, straight, blonde hair wigs. And she said that's all they do. They like our hair. They mainly just wear our hair. Most, not all. But she said the majority of them walk around with our hair. As if they don't like their own hair. So I told her, I said, I really can't answer that question. The only thing I could say is maybe because society has trained them into not liking their own hair and trained them to think that your hair is better than their own hair. That's what I told her. And you know what she said? And she said it again. Please don't take offense to this. She said, but behind you guys' back, she said, white people laugh at you. Because to them, you look silly walking around wearing another race of people's hair.
Look at your wig, mine. By the time you get in your 30s and 40s, your hair is just all torn to hell. You know it is, mine. Did you ever hear the Tignon law that back in the day where black women were made to cover their hair because white women thought you were too beautiful, which you are once you get past that 10 pounds of fucking makeup and all that fake ass fucking hair. You're naturally beautiful. You're just fucking lazy. But here's the Tignon law, in case you never knew. Check it out.
White women complained so much about black women's beauty that the government passed a law to cover their hair. And you probably weren't taught this in school. It was 1786. Louisiana. Free black women in New Orleans wore their hair high and elaborate, styled, adorned with jewels, feathers, ribbons. They were confident, visible, and impossible to ignore. And that was the problem. White women complained to the governor, said black women looked too elegant, said they were competing for attention, said they needed to be put back in their place. Here's where it turns. The government listened. Governor Esteban Miro passed the Tignon laws. Black women were legally forced to cover their hair with plain cloth wraps. The goal wasn't modesty, it was control. Make them less visible, less powerful. But the law backfired. Black women took the required head wraps and transformed them, styled them higher, added color and jewels, made the Tignon even more striking than their uncovered hair. What was meant to erase black beauty became a symbol of resistance. So ask yourself this. Why did beauty feel threatening enough to become law?
What if I told you there was once a law that told black women how to wrap their hair because it was too beautiful? Welcome to the story of the Tignon Law, where racism, fashion, and rebellion met in a head wrap. In 1786, in Spanish-controlled Louisiana, the governor passed the Tignon Law, forcing free black women, especially Creole women of color, to cover their hair in public. Why? Because white society felt threatened. These women were too fine, too fashionable, too confident, rocking elaborate hairstyles and accessories that turned heads and challenged white femininity. The law said, cover it up, tone it down. But these women? Oh, they did the opposite. They turned oppression into art, styling their tignons, that's the head wrap, in vibrant fabrics, jewels, feathers, and flourishes so bold they became even more captivating. The law tried to silence them, but they used fashion to speak louder. So the tignon wasn't just a head wrap. It became a symbol of resistance, pride, and cultural power. They told black women to hide their beauty, and black women made it unmissable.
Yeah, historically, black hair has been heavily politicized, often subject to discriminatory policies in schools and workplaces. Remember the Crown Act they had to sign a couple of years back? How in the fuck you gotta make a law about shit that grows naturally out of your head as a human being? Come on, man. I ain't telling you shit you don't know. This environment has historically pressured black women to conform to Eurocentric standards of professionalism and beauty and able to succeed. You've seen it in the workplace, Walmart, nigga, wherever you go, at the Boogaloo. Now, while this external pressure is a reality, it is distinct from an internal desire for whiteness, do you think? Now, you say you don't want to be white, but come on, man. Look at what you're doing. What if you remember Chris? You remember Dave Chappelle on the Chappelle Show when he used to be the white news director? What if black guys went around wearing white hair? We'd be dogged out. Okay, you talk shit to the brothers, but then as soon as we start saying something about the sisters, stay out of black women's business. It's all by design. It's a setup. You too stupid to see it. We keep trying to lace your boots up to it, but you don't want to hear it. Well, we do it because we change hairstyles, this, that, and the third. No, it ain't mine. You're trying to be like them folk. But then as soon as you see a brother dating a white chick, now you have something to say. But yeah, it's all about the pressure for black women to conform to the Eurocentric standards of professionalism and beauty. To be able to succeed in this country, man. While this external pressure is a reality, it is distinct from an internal desire for whiteness, they say. For many, the adoption of various styles, including weaves, braids, or wigs, is a practical response to the need for versatility in a society that has historically penalized natural black hair rather than an inherent condemnation of it. We should go back to the Afro mind. They fear the fro, nigga. You already know. They fear the fro, baby. Rotate.
Blonde hair wasn't a beauty trend. It was a social disease. Did you know? History records a plague called blonde hair. They called it beauty, but it spread like a disease. They named it the Blonde Plague. In ancient Rome, blonde wigs were used to mark women in state-regulated sexual commerce, separating them from women considered respectable. Rome fell, but the plague survived, put on perfume, and renamed itself beauty. When Europe shaped America, the blonde plague crossed oceans and rewrote itself as the standard. Straight hair meant acceptable. Lighter skin meant safe. Blonde meant correct, and black women were quietly taught that their hair was the problem. So it was pressed, covered, hidden under lace. Then came money, media, and celebrity repetition when famous black women wore the same look. The plague spread faster, not because they created it, but because repetition keeps disease alive, and that's how the blonde plague works. It trains the Israelite woman to envy her oppressor, while forgetting she was created by the first author of beauty.
How do you guys feel if you saw white women walking around the streets with Afro wigs? How would you guys feel about that?
Very disrespectful.
What about you?
I don't know how to feel. I'd be like, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but why is it okay for black women to wear hair that looks like white women's hair? You feel me?
Our hair is versatile, so it can go to like any state.
So you're telling me a white woman couldn't do an afro with her hair?
If her hair is not naturally like that, then no.
But I mean, like they can do like perms and get it to like the afro state.
Natural. Right.
But the fake hair for a black woman isn't natural either. You feel me? So like, why is it okay? Why is it okay on one end, but the other end is not okay? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pot calling the kettle black.
Now, they say ultimately attributing the choice to wear a weave to self-hate ignores the reality that black women operate within a culture that has always found ways to celebrate beauty and creativity through the hair.
Take that out now.
Okay, what's your
Take that shit out now.
We're dressing the
Hair has long served as a medium for artistic expression in the African diaspora. That's the lie you tell yourself. You bullshit yourself. Well, we switching it up. Well, we doing this, that, and the third. Like the chick said, well, I think it's disrespect if a white girl is wearing an afro wig or wearing cornrows or things of that nature, yet you running around wearing that shit.
This is the reality. Women cannot deal with facts. They honestly think that they look better with someone else's hair. Now look at these two women in Dubai. Natural hair. Okay. You see that? Natural, big, beautiful head of hair. That's natural. Beautiful, conservative gown. They are the women that are standing out. No sexy shit, no cleavage, no booty shorts on, no stomach showing. A long, flowing dress with a big, beautiful fro. 3 of them. Everybody wants to take pictures with them. Ladies, can you not recognize that you're doing it wrong yet? Can you not see it? I'm bringing you the receipts, man. And that is what a lot of black men are trying to do. We're trying to get our women back in order, back in line, so that we can be back together as a unit. This man out here is trying to educate you. I am trying to educate you. I'm trying to show you what you're doing wrong. It's amazing that the majority of women out there want a good man, but yet they never listen to what men are asking from them. so many women, especially in the black community, you got to accept me as I am. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. There'll be another.
I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. You say it's one thing, but when somebody else, again, trying to lace your boots up to what's really going on, like trying to break up the black family, let me tell you something. Things that are done to black people was playing 50 years ago, and it's happening now. What's going to happen 50 years from now? Them folks sitting there playing in that shit right now. Do you think it's versatility? Or do you think you just hate your own hair? Or are you just fucking lazy? Now, women back in the day wore falls and whatnot, but by the same token, they did their hair.
This is the problem. If you go to African nations, women wear their natural hair. However, now, I'm seeing a lot more women in Africa now starting to wear wigs and weaves because, once again, like I keep telling you guys, America's media is so damn powerful. Hollywood and mainstream media, magazines, etc., have exported the black American lifestyle to Africa. Whether it's through the rap culture, etc., it has infiltrated Africa. So you're starting to see a lot more black women starting to wear wigs and weaves over there. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So, just follow the money, man. The money in the culture is killing us.
How do you guys feel if you saw white women walking around the streets with Afro wigs? How would you guys feel about that?
Very disrespectful.
What about you?
I don't know how to feel. I'd be like, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but why is it okay for black women to wear hair that looks like white women's hair? You feel me?
Our hair is versatile, so it can go to any state.
So you're telling me a white woman couldn't do an afro with her hair?
If our hair is not naturally like that, then no.
But I mean, they can do perms and get it to the afro state.
Natural. Right.
But the fake hair for a black woman isn't natural either. You feel me? So why is it okay? Why is it okay on one end, but the other end is not okay? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pot calling the kettle black.
A lot of black women tend to wear their hair straight. Why do you think that is?
I have no clue.
Curly hair. Why is that?
I don't know, it's just more appealing.
What do you prefer?
A fro.
Why is that?
What if I strengthen my hair? What would you think about that?
It's just like some of black girls want to be also white.
He likes having straighter hair, but I just think the natural curly hair looks better in my opinion.
Maybe they want to fit in or want to be like the white girls. I don't know.
Curly hair.
Yeah. And why is that?
It enhances her features. It just looks better. I don't know what to say.
Wow.
Out of all the races, who has the most beautiful hair?
Black people.
I feel like it's Indian women who have the most beautiful hair. Because black women go and they get hair from Indian women and put it on their head. So they have to believe that they're the most beautiful as well. Am I right?
I can believe that.
So who do you think is the most beautiful?
Black women.
Black women?
Yes.
Are you fully black?
No.
What are you?
Hispanic and black.
Puerto Rican?
No.
What?
Bolivian.
Bolivian. I can tell by your hair. But you said black women have the most beautiful hair.
Yes.
Okay, but
No,
then,
I think I have the most beautiful hair.
okay, your hair does look nice. But why do they go and get wigs from other women if they have the most beautiful hair?
Yeah, I think I've beaten this long enough, man. Hey, guys, let me know what you think. This is just an ongoing cultural issue. I am trying to just bring awareness, trying to wake women up, that's all. But I think black women will continue to lose in this game. They will continue to spend an awful amount of money on hair, which isn't necessary. That amount of money could go to down payment for house, car. I mean, they spend astronomical amounts of money on wigs and weaves on a monthly basis. So I'm just trying to reboot your brain and try to let you know that you could be spending that money somewhere else. Okay? So my friends, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already.
I think it's just lazy, and I think that you let society lead you to believe that your hair is nappy, unruly, and ugly. And so you slap on that fucking hair hat when you have some of the most versatile hair on the planet. Shaka 401 in the main event on the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. Never average, never mediocre, online, on point, and on the freaking money. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get down in the comments, let me know what you think. Do black women hate their hair, or are they just being versatile? I think you've watched too many movies and television shows and too much media mind that leads you to believe that folk like that. I ain't never seen no nigga walk up in the boogaloo talking about, man, look at her eyelashes. I gotta get with her. Then you wonder why when you go to the grocery store and to the gym and you ain't wearing none of that shit. Every nigga up in there trying to holler at you. That's because we like natural beauty. Now, when you're naturally pretty, then and only then do we know that the makeup and the hair will make you more pretty, okay? Make you more beautiful. I'm a baddie. You only a baddie when you got this shit on. The fake shit, take it off. But you don't want to do that. Again, banging this thing in the game. Shaka 401 in the main event on pushgapradios.com. Dallas, baby. See you next week.
Pushgapradio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
That's gangsta, dude.